Hello everybody and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Alrighty, in this episode we are going to basically only do two things. One of which being we are going to take on the floor of religion. And we are also going to take on the floor of philosophy. And hopefully that is going to go well. So, I did have a couple requests for some outfits. So, there's only 3 of them. But, Sombor now wears a bit of a knightly suit, basically based on Bina. He's sort of a knight of Bina now. Marcos Jr. wears the most fabulous of all outfits. The only thing truly fitting for a Marcos Jr. to wear. And then Isabel has a permanent, can't remember the name of the abnormality, Alriune outfit, because that is what was requested. So, all in all, I think that should be okay. 3 outfits isn't that bad. I went ahead and, for the moment, totally destroyed Sally's purple terror stuff. That way Blockma could get major use out of blocks. So we're gonna see what happens when we take on the floor of religion. We're gonna have to deal with that horrible thing soon, aren't we? Faith is bound. Oh, look at that. He's looking beautiful. Oh, look at him. Okay, so for the moment, he's gonna be Purple Terror. That's interesting. I didn't know Purple Terror actually just overrides whatever outfit you have on. Because he just has the Patron Floor outfit on, but he's Purple Terror. So, apparently Blockma has quite the personality for now. Brings into question what Sally's wearing, if he's wearing her outfit, but that's okay. Okay, so it is +2. Gotcha. Remove all status elements. Okay, alright. I see what you're saying. So, our goal is, basically, try and keep our person alive here. Which isn't gonna be easy, because they all just really hate her. But, you know what? We're certainly gonna try. So, I'm gonna go for slish slash. And hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit of something. We're going to go for confrontation to try and reduce some damage. We're just going to keep trying to reduce damage. This is all going to be piercing. So we're just going to see what we can do. Frontal assault. And then... Ooh. Give 1 strength? Don't mind if I do. Could march forward. Can't go for Distorted Blade. It is a little bit too soon. I'm going to go for Baleful Brand, just to try and get some damage, and then Forward March just for a little bit of extra. And that should be good. Well, that sucks. The last thing we want is being deflected. But sometimes that's all we can do. Yeah, the burn helps. Ow. Okay. Aha! Ah! Now that's a block! Block! Oh, that's good damage. Oh, you love to see that. I'm surprised we won those. Okay. On a block, deal half the block die as physical damage. Now we're talking. So this is basically what our strategy is going to boil down to, because we can't afford much else. So, who has the most speed? You do. We're going to stop you. And then we can also draw 1 page while also taking another attack. So I'm going to try and take that attack. And then we can go for a Burning Flash right here because he's already low. And then... Class and Respect. Unyielding Strike just to get it off. And then we're going to go for good just to block a little tiny bit more. And then we'll try and stack a little bit of bleed. It's not going to be great, but it's what we got. And then stagger protection. Okay, that's going to prevent a little bit of damage. It's not great, but it does help. Okay. So basically, that's our strategy for what we're doing right now. It's not the most perfect thing in the world, but that's our strategy up until phase 2, in which case, things change. Okay, here we go. Annabelle did die, which means this is going to be infinitely harder than it needed to be, because we're an additional person down. But, have I not chosen you 12?
And one of thou is the devil.
So, who are the 2 that die? Unfortunately, I think Caden has to be one of them. Unfortunately. I don't want him to be any of the ones that die. But I just think that's how it has to be, unfortunately. Caden just doesn't have enough Pierce to take out the Spear Apostles whenever they show up. Likewise, we need the Pierce and the Blunt. Now, unfortunately, 2 people need to die, which means we can't have both Pierce and Blunt. So, who's the second one who's gonna die? Unfortunately for us, I think we just have to cut our losses and accept that Dietrich Floyd is going to be the other one who dies. There isn't a lot else we can do here. So all we can do is just try and do as much damage as we possibly can. That is basically our only other option. Well, let's see what happens. Just do as much as we can. Ah! Ah! Okay. Good damage. Now, if only we had the Blunt to go along with it. Okay, gonna have multiple people next turn, and there's not a whole lot we can do about it. However, one of the spears is down.
Yea, that are drenched in sin, join me.
Wait. We kept Caden? Okay. I'm not okay. Let me word this in a weird way. I'm not complaining that Caden died. However, I would have preferred we kept Dietrich Floyd because of the Blunt. Well. Okay. Let's just see what we can do then.
The disobedience of one hath caused the many to become sinners. Now the many seeketh salvation.
Well, let's see what we can do. Ow. Ah. Good. Okay, good. That's what I like to see. A little bit of progress being made. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Every little bit counts. Even if it doesn't seem like a lot, it's a lot. Everything matters here. Not just a little bit, but a lot. So, she's not... Oh, she is doing the AoE. Okay. So... Stagger protection. Let's go for Baleful Brand. Actually, that's not going to do any damage to her, is it? Resurrect a Suspended Apostle. We'll take him out. We might stagger too. Okay, Distorted Blade might be the best idea. Actually, if we're going to do Distorted Blade, let's do it right there. And then we can try to win some clashes, although our chances of it are extremely low, so we definitely shouldn't rely on it, but it might work out. So they're going to give Endurance. Which one is she going for? Here? Okay, let's go for a double block, and then I want to get as many resources as we possibly can back. And then let's also go for Sand Strike. Sturdy Defense. And then I want to go for double stab here. Burn here. That should work.
I am thy savior.
Here comes the second pulse. Not great. Give us a little bit of endurance. That is going to inherently help our damage. Okay, we do a little bit of stagger to her. We stagger him. Excellent. Get a little bit of burn there. Covering as many resources as we possibly can. Good. Good. Get a little bit of health. Do a little bit of damage. Second Spear Apostle is back up. So, here's what we need to do. Well, no, the combo. It was let her revive, then kill them. So if we kill them now, I think it's a turn too early. So we need to. I think we kill them now, just to set events into motion. I think that's what we got to do. So let's kill basically as many people as we possibly can right now, because that is going to hopefully allow us to just do what we need to do. I'm going to go for Sturdy Defense into 2 Frontal Assaults. That allows us to recover basically all of our stuff. I'm also going to give her an extra strength so that she guaranteed can pull it off. Gains power equal to our bleed. We don't have any bleed right now, so we should be fine. I want to go Will of the Prescript, Class and Respect, Extract Fuel. And then we're going to go for a little bit of recovery here. And that might be it for this turn. Actually, because he's probably going to be the best at this, we're also just going to try and do a little bit of damage. And then I want to go for the extra guard just to protect Caden. But let's just see what we can do. Okay, recover as many resources as we possibly can. Take them out as we do. Okay. Ouch. Oh, the fact he hit that sucks, because now we're one step closer to a stagger. Okay. Good damage. That's a stagger. Very, very good. Okay. That apostle's still alive, which sucks because this is the turn where we should have been able to go in. The fact he didn't die is super, super unfortunate. Okay, let's see what we can do. This might be a good turn. This might be a really good turn. Okay. Obviously, if it's not a block, we're not going to be doing a whole lot. Just recover some resources. Okay. She's going to be going for the pulse now. Okay, here comes the pulse. Can we block it? Yeah, we can block it with relative ease. And then recover 2 light. Okay, recover 2 light, draw 1. A part of me is thinking, what if we just eat the stagger? I know that's a little bit of a scary thing to say, but you know what? Let's eat the stagger on Abby. And then let's try and make sure she doesn't take too terribly much damage. She is going to get staggered. We are accepting of that. We just don't want her to take too much damage. So, block that first one. Wow, the fact Caden didn't block it really sucks. Okay, she's staggered. That's alright. Okay, recover a little bit of our resources. Okay, it wasn't one of the guards that was up. So, the fact that it's not one of the guards actually means that we are safer than what we would have been. So, because of that, seize your chance. And then let's go for and then we don't have any zero cost cards other than Martyr, but for obvious reasons we don't want to do that. Let's go protection, stagger protection. And then you know what? I actually want Caden to be staggered. I know that sounds crazy, but I actually want Caden to be staggered. Okay, here we go. Okay, Caden's staggered. That should actually work in our favor, because since he's staggered, and there's not too terribly much in the way of danger right now, I think that is basically the perfect time. By the way, there's someone doing their lawn outside, so see you in a minute. Okay, I don't know if this is the smartest choice in the world, but let's do it. The sound of a star. Okay, at first I thought it follows a rotation, who she revives, but she revived the Staff Apostle into the Spear, So, let's just see what we can possibly do. Blocked 1. Block 2. Here we go. Big damage. Well, big stagger damage. Dang it. Okay, there goes all of our blocks, unfortunately. But we are still going to do a little bit to her. It adds up. Remember, marathon, not a sprint. Dang it. 3 in a row she's revived this freaking guy. I mean, okay, at the end of the day, it's not actually the worst thing in the world because we have a lot of piercing damage, but... Okay, you know what? What if we just go for her? We're doing double stagger this turn. What if we literally just went for her? So I'm talking double into draw 1. You know what? I think we've got something on our hands here. Let's protect Abby a little bit. And then she's weak to slash this turn, but we could technically go for Distorted Blade. You know what? I'm actually going to. And then I'm also going to try and protect Abby, because Abby currently is in dire need of protection. Okay, here we go. It adds up. Protecting Abby. Okay, now she's free to do what she wants. Good! Great! And she finishes him off. Here we go. Block, block. Block, block. Okay. Almost. Almost. We're really close. We are really close. What if... Do we have a Restore Light? We do. Okay. Then... What if we just spend this turn ensuring her guard is broken? BN would technically be the best possible thing to go here, but at the same time, we're about to have the 13th tall. Okay. You know what? Slash. We don't have enough. Keep it going. And then... what is she weak to this turn? Slash? We'll go for that. And then, we'll burn here just in case. Okay. Actually, no. Let's, I actually want to get extra light, just in case. Okay, here we go. That's a stagger! She staggered! This is our time! Okay, we have enough resources. We can do this. We have enough resources to potentially finish it right here and now. She staggered. This is it. This is the moment that we've been waiting for. White Knight is no more. I'm going all in. I am going all in. Which might be a mistake, but I'm freaking doing it. We're going all in! Walk this path! 1 health. That's not good. Oh, I shouldn't have gone all in. I should not have gone all in. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Please tell me I didn't choke it. Did we do it wrong? Where did we... Akma, sir, is there another way we can do this?
We ought to keep faith with unwavering resolve.
No! No! Not like this. I can see him. All librarians are staggered on the first scene. Uses the combat page. Do not deny me. I am with thee. Summons 2 guardians on the second scene. Apply to the patron librarian. Remove all combat pages from the patron librarian. Give him a special page. No. We're all staggered. 66. Stagger. All librarians other than the patron librarian die at the start of the next scene. Our boy! Our boy! He's protecting us! Crown of Thorns, gain a permanent 100 protection and stagger protection. Our boy! Look at him! He's doing what he's gotta do!
Behold my power.
We're fine. This is so scary. I don't like this at all. Okay. One sin. What do I do? Penitence? This page deals a fixed amount of damage. Mass summonation. 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds. That's our boy! That's our boy! Oh! 1 sin is the best boy! Oh, yeah! I thought we lost. I could see freaking one sin, but I still thought it was over. Oh. Ooh, I needed a minute. Okay.
I resent you, Benjamin.
I understand, yet I do not. It is unlikely for one's thoughts and interests to perfectly coincide with one another's. That may be the reason my mentor, I, and the rest of us ultimately failed.
I was the one who ruined your plan. Why are you being so compliant with me now?
Could it be that our faiths and translations did overlap for once? The Sephiroth may be helping you despite regaining their memories. Perhaps because of that.
What? Are you lot taking pity on me?
One could call it that. To elaborate on this matter in my own words, I believe each of us is understanding you for different reasons. It helped that we could feel a glimpse of your pain when we were in the light.
Don't make me laugh. So it's just pity wrapped up in fancy words.
Angela, I am of the belief that sympathy and love are no different from each other. At the end of the day, sympathy motivates one to understand the circumstances of others and reach out to them to make their lives better. How can I not acknowledge it as a form of love? You could call love pity, and you could call pity love at the same time. And besides, don't you have sympathy yourself, Angela? You sought at the end of your endeavor to give freedom to all of us who are chained in this cycle.
As much as I still envy and hate you to death, we do share a history of being subject to manipulation. Think of it as a small side benefit I happened to be able to grant.
You still are awfully dishonest.
Anyway, thank you.
From 4 to 6. It's over. Confession. Our boy! Fully recover stagger resist and purge all status ailments. Also applies to staggered librarians. For the duration of the reception, take 2 less stagger from attacks. Baptism. Cost 2. Return to hand. Target recovers 6 HP and gains 1 endurance. The page is also included at the start of subsequent acts. For the duration of the reception, restore 1 additional light at the start of the scene. If the selected librarian also has the abnormality page Baptism, its effect is enhanced. Target recovers 12 HP and gains 3 endurance as seen. And 3 more. Sentinel. Single ally. As long as there are other allies whom can be targeted, a selected librarian will not be targeted for attacks. If this character is alive at the end of the reception, resolve an additional book for every guest defeated. While the character is alive, all other allies gain 2 protection. If this character used White Knight's ego page, allies also absorb instances of 3 or less damage. While this character is alive, all other allies deal extra damage. If the character has used Baptism 12 or more times this reception, allies gain +1 power. Oh, I see it. We'll get to it. Heaven. 14 to 25 seal a speed die. Gain a speed die for the next scene. On Clash Win, destroy the next die. Mass Summonation. If user stagger resist is above 50%, deal 10 bonus damage and stagger damage. 25 to 35. Penitence. Or Pentience, as I kept saying. Mass individual on use. Allies recover 15 HP and stagger resist. 8 to 16. Paradise Lost. Synchronize with White Knight for the next 3 scenes. All other allies transform into apostles while synchronization is active. The apostles cannot be controlled or defeated. If an apostle's HP falls to 1, they cannot act until it's disengaged. The apostles transform back into librarians once it is disengaged. I need a break. Okay. Now that I've had a little bit of time just to cool off from that, let's do the floor of philosophy, shall we?
Roland, do you know of the being Angela was modeled after?
Nope. She never really told me about who she was based on, and I didn't really want to bother asking further.
Angela was created in the image of a person named Carmen. She was one who sought to change the city.
Hang on. What? You mean the Carmen who recruited people for her quest to cure humanity?
She strove to create a world without conflict. To elaborate, her idea of utopia was one in which people did not harm each other and could mutually understand. She dreamed of a world where people could dream. Alas, she could never reach that ideal herself, tragically. The fruit of her research could only be born after she sacrificed her life for it.
And the head didn't miss that prime opportunity to strike.
Of course, her cause was an important offense, even though that was not all. Angela was meant to be a substitute of Carmen, the one who created Angela and carried out the plan. And the one I am keeping an eye on, he was the same type of individual as I. He merely shouldered the burden of completing the task, the one he loved left behind. He never pursued any great cause in a true sense. He was frail, yet could not be understood by anyone. It may be that he desperately longed for understanding from another being for that reason.
So you're saying Angela was made to fill the Carmen-sized hole in his heart?
The forbidden endeavor to create someone to look over his fragile self, a cocktail of irony and lingering attachment, self-loathing, and insanity. The irony of codependency where the two gravely needed each other, but could never be next to one another. The abiding affection for Carmen that compelled him to create a mechanical copy of her, even though there was no real need for such resemblance. The result ended up resembling him more than Carmen, funnily enough. The self-contempt that stemmed from countless contradictions and regrets, and the insanity of neglecting Angela to suffer for nigh eternity when she was capable of having a mind that is no different from humans. Beautiful, is it not?
Beautiful, Mike. He was an absolute top-of-the-range nutcase if what you said is true.
Yet he was a beacon of virtue for some. There is no such thing as good in this world. However, there is only what is perceived as such. It is not up to the individual to dare make universal judgment.
Right, and I bet he was a spawn of evil to others.
Humans are bound to view the world while carrying certain things on their backs. You are no exception, of course.
Never having had a chance to see my parents, I grew up in the hands of an old woman in the back streets. And I was left alone when she was gone not too long after. Looking for a way to make a living myself, I jumped into the world of fixers at a young age. I had my gran to thank for that, since she taught me how to survive as a fixer before she left. I spent all of my time dealing with requests and errands for others, rather than doing anything for myself. In time, I gradually forgot. Was there anything that I could do for myself? I thought as I watched the naked and explicit facets of the city. Should I settle for a life where I won't lack for anything crucial? Will I be happy if I live in the nest? It was when the days of smoke-filled skies and the sense of humans were nearing their end. Brr, off. This one is mine to kill.
You're a snappish kid, aren't you? Wearing an odd mask, too.
I said off. Huh?
Try looking at what's in front of you for once. You'll miss the most important things if you're always looking back, don't you know?
You're not getting any thanks from me.
I wasn't expecting any.
And I'm still getting credited for this one's head.
What is a young green sprout like you doing here anyway, partaking in this war?
It's none of your business.
I bet you're here for the migration permit to the nest.
Are you here for that too, old fart?
I'm a nest resident at birth, so I don't quite need that.
The heck are you for here, then?
You sure are ignorant of the world, kid. Take a look.
A badge of I-Corp's nest?
An entire association has been hired, you see. I frankly don't know what we're fighting for. This smoke admittedly made the city a nasty mess, I'll give you that. But they won't tell us anything beyond that. All we ought to do is go and kill whoever we're ordered to kill. Such are the principles of the Fixers, and this city as a whole. Say, kid, how many kills have you scored in this war until now?
By the way, Salvador's the one who had the two supposed little maid robot spear girls. Or wait. No, Salvador was Philip's original, like, buddy guy. Him and, I want to say Yuna. I don't know if that's right, but the one, Butterfly. Seemingly where Butterfly came from. So, Salvador, Philip, Yuna, I think?
23. Think your life is worth more than 23 people?
No. All I did was strike at them with my sword so I could live. My life probably isn't worth anything more than one.
And yet some higher-ups believe that a handful of this smoke is worth more than tens of thousands of lives. Watch. That's the source of the smoke. Downright hideous, yet expected. You vomit with your mask on. Filthy tot. You made me queasy as well.
What is that thing?
You'd better get used to this kind of scenery. The singularities that keep the city running all have a nasty truth or two hidden from the public eye. Well, we'll be subjected to amnesiac treatment now that we've seen this, though this disgust won't go away entirely.
What? This was what's behind the splendor of the city? The city could be in motion thanks to this crap?
You learned a valuable lesson today, kid.
I don't exactly remember the source of the smoke I witnessed that day. But I can't forget the dreadful image of what makes this city a prosperous place. This sickening world itself. They don't realize that their convenience is built on the sacrifice of numerous others. They wouldn't even want to know. After the war, I blended back into the city and kept working as a fixer. Numerous people came and went in my life. Countless crises and hardships later, all that remained by my side were the 12 fixers in Charles's office. Get that thing out of my face! Angelica? Isn't that his girlfriend? Am I mistaken on that? Yeesh, that's a nasty sleeping habit you have there, mister. I just nodded off for a moment, that's all. What are you? Oh, you must be the new one. You know how everyone else who took this request died awful deaths, right?
Why should I begrudge it, since during the hours when my soul crushed the depths of my heart, it was seated there beside me?
Ugh, great. I get to work with the sicko. What the f-
It's a passage from a poem I like. It helps me accept the agony rather than suffer trying to shake it off.
Just what kind of augmentation did you get to be so strong? You almost crushed the back of my skull.
You aren't any less of a sicko if I'm being honest, mister. I heard you keep that mask on at all times like a creepy psycho. That said, I also heard you're quite skilled. Say, mister, why won't you take your mask off anyway?
Don't pry. We're both grade 1. Let's not cross each other's lines. You know the unspoken rules.
No, I don't, mister.
Stop with that mister crap. It's making me feel awkward. The documents say you're older than me, too. And I swear, I'm gonna pay you back for hitting me twice before the contract with Charles's office ends. So you'd better be prepared.
You mean 3 times, my good mister, sir?
Huh? But I could have sworn I only got hit twice. You piece of... I first met Angelica while taking on a case concerning a star of the city. It's pretty much unavoidable to talk with co-workers on a long-term mission. Perhaps I should have kept my silence. My black silence. Was it because of all my colleagues? No, all the people who died so early and suddenly, before I could even call them colleagues. And I grew a yearning for something more? Why did I bother opening up to her?
I was from the outskirts. To be precise, I was a test subject in a wing, apparently. And when they were done experimenting with me, they dumped me in the outskirts. Wait. I was an experiment for a wing, and when they were done with me, they dumped me in the outskirts. Am I Angelica? And Angela has a striking resemblance. Huh. Am I putting something together here? And then... Maybe I'm seeing something that isn't there. But... We'll see. We'll see. I'm not gonna say anything just yet, but you might know what I'm thinking. I don't really remember what kind of experiments I went through, but the horrible feeling still persists.
How unfortunate.
You're cold, mister.
It's just too banal.
Yeah, I guess it really is a cliché story when you put it that way. What about you? Tell me something more about your mask.
Focus on work. I started wearing a mask following my grand's advice. Her reason was that as a fixer, it's important to not let your potential enemies remember your face, if I remember correctly. But now I had to keep my mask on for another reason. I couldn't stand to take it off. I couldn't stand to be open with a clear conscience in this city. The mask became my own enclosed world that I couldn't leave.
Please don't take him to that room. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. So please leave my brother be. Please let him go.
Ah! Dozing off in the middle of a mission, are ya? I don't think you're one to criticize anyone else's sleeping habits,
Hey, hold on. That hurt too much. Is that a rat?
I still have 2 more hits to go. And wow, you're dropping your courtesy because you're hurt.
I got a little agitated. Sorry, mister. My childhood must have come back to me while I was asleep.
You told me about it before. Part about you having a brother is new to me, though.
What about you, Roland?
Oh, he said his name, huh? It's about time you told something about yourself.
I participated in the smoke war.
An acrid smoke covered the whole city for a while thanks to that war.
Yep, and I saw the source of the smoke with my own 2 eyes. I can't remember what it was anymore, but I still have a feeling that I witnessed something I shouldn't have to this day. And the feeling that I'm taking part in something no better than fueling that disgusting origin. It's like something is boiling within me.
Copious amounts of agony surround the city. Maybe the reason you're always wearing that mask is...
Heads up.
Oliver. Do we know Oliver? Oh, I feel like this is a lot of... Wait a minute. Oliver...
Heads up. The target is approaching your location. Back to work. We're almost done with this long mission.
I know who Oliver is. It's the the guy we just killed the other episode.
A target Angelica and I were after was called Blood Red Knight. She employed sly trickery to kidnap people from the back streets and the nest alike. The victims were later found in the back streets as corpses. Animated corpses. The bodies are empty inside. I have no idea how they're able to move. But they kept walking anyway. They endlessly craved for fresh things, as if to fill their emptied bodies. She was only designated as a star of the city so quickly because the nest saw direct harm, I bet.
Whew, man, this is a long one.
We arrived at her bedroom at long last.
So many people died on the way here.
You and I managed to survive it, though.
Should we consider that lucky or unlucky, mister?
Check this out. How many people did it take to make everything here? I'm guessing at least 3,000 folks.
정확히는 4,172명의 침실이지.
It's the boudoir of 4,172 people, if you want the exact number.
여기까지 온 걸 보니 날 잡으려고 꽤 썼나 보네.
You must have made quite a bit of effort to catch me, seeing as you've come all the way here.
그래, 자그마치 2년 걸렸다.
Sure as heck have. Took 2 dang years to track you down.
매달린 실은 전부 사람들의 핏줄이군요.
The strings decorating this room are all human blood vessels.
인간을 무차별적으로 납치해 모든 핏줄을 뺏어갔지.
She's been kidnapping people at random and extracting all the veins from their bodies.
역시 우리가 상대하던 건 핏줄이 빠진 껍데기들이었고.
Ah, that made me feel really gross. Adjusted my seat. Okay. Where were we?
The things we...
Blah. Blah.
Gotta get my voice back. The things we dealt with on our way were the shells you took all the veins out of, as I expected.
아쉽게도 본질은 의지조차 없는 조잡한 고깃덩이지만 말이야.
They were just crude contraptions of flesh, lacking their own will, unfortunately. It wasn't what I was looking for. I was hoping for ones whose veins were flowing with blood. That's a little more enticing. Whatever your sentiment is, your little game ends now. Tonight, a star of the city shall fall. She's a rather persistent opponent.
We're almost there.
Hey, watch your back!
Ah! You didn't have to...
Ah, so sweet.
You dang... Yeah!
This won't be the last you see of me. The night shall fall once again someday.
Shut up and die! People try not to care about the suffering of others. They only give a few dry words of consolation, I never wished to truly understand each other's pain. But Angelica was different. She wanted to learn more about the pain I was bearing. My agony is abstract and enormous. Could you really understand me? Hey, Angelica, can you hear me?
You are like those who never left the sad fireside corner of my black heart. It's finally over. Good work, mister.
Keep it together. Hey, you can't just die like this. I can't have you die because of me. Don't close your eyes. Stay with me.
Cut it out, you dope! I'm not dead yet!
What?
I was just trying to lie flat and rest a bit. And then you almost beat me to death.
Oh, hey, goodness.
Are you actually relieved or what? It's hard to tell what you're thinking behind that mask, mister.
I'm wearing this mask because I don't want to show my face to anyone. I was not proud to face the abominable deeds of the city I'm contributing to. I don't want my contorting face to be seen. I don't have the confidence to show myself to anyone. Sometimes I think, if we can kill so many people nonchalantly, just because associations and offices ordered us to, excusing it as part of our work, then we could be killed by someone with the same kind of excuses. Even if we were to get murdered in the city one day, we wouldn't be able to make any complaints about it. That's what makes me scared.
Yep, that's a problematic face, alright. I guess you really were worried for me, though. It's bearable to look at.
My face, it hurts.
I don't get why you care so much about all the problems in the city. Like that's your burden. That's that, and this is this, you know?
That's that, and this is this. Yeah, I guess that's how this city is. A person who broke into my world. A person who then became my new foundation of my world. She showed me the way to turn away from the city's agonies, even without my mask. You may have been a good person, but I would not consider you a wise one. You heard about the pain I was bearing and taught me how to turn a blind eye to it. You said you embraced the pain, but you only pretended to do so. Oh, my sorrow. You are better than a well-beloved.
Oh boy.
Have you enjoyed your dream?
I am but one of the many who play the tunes of the apocalypse in the abyss.
Come now.
Once upon a time, 3 happy birds lived in a warm and lush forest. Oh no. We're immediately starting with that? Oh good. Oh, wonderful. I wonder if we could be of any help. You're right. Even minor thoughts are hard to change on my own. Needs a lot of energy to take a revelation and actually change your mindset. Dunno. We've got to do what we can somehow.
Indeed, we shall let him freely utter his sentiments first.
Enchanted. Already? Bruh. Bruh, look at this dude. This is so dumb. Okay, so we need someone with 6 speed. Well, Yukari, I guess you are taking a little bit of damage, ain't ya? Larigola. And then we don't have the energy to do anything else. Degraded Chain could be good. Degraded Shockwave could be good. Oh, we can't even use it yet, but yeah, okay. Well, in that case, I guess we better just do as much damage as we can, actually. No, okay. Yeah. Boink. And then we'll also do boink. Okay, let's just see what we can do.
And then I want to go for inner slash here. Ah! You are inflicted with fairy, little one. Ow! Ha! That's one. Nice. That really worked. Get him! Get him! Absolutely wonderful. Okay. We're looking a little bit dazzled, you could say. He's definitely gonna get staggered. There's not a lot we could do about that. Oh my! Okay, Marcos, you gotta be the one to block that, unfortunately, because, that's a lot of speed! And then we'll also go for bulky impact right there. Actually, this could work to our advantage. Yeah, it's a little bit. It also gives us some protection. Okay, we took the damage. Ow. Okay, that stagger actually isn't the worst thing in the world. Ow. Ah. Almost another stagger. Okay, taking a little bit. Good. Eh. Okay. Weight of Sin. That will be bad. Fully restore light. Evade dice. I'm pretty sure Marcos has the most evade dice. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Darkness. Wait, what? Apparently it doesn't work how I thought he did. A lamp that burns forever. Starting with the first scene, inflicts a random assistant lamp with Enchanted. More librarians are affected. Use darkness every 3 scenes. Each time an ally is defeated, permanently gain 5 feeble when all allies die. Oh, okay. So it's basically the exact same, but just with a little bit more steps. Summonation? So be it then. Let's do that. And then I'm gonna go for Degraded Chain here. Confrontation. And then let's just graze the grass just to get a little bit of damage. I want to go for Bulky Impact. That could do it. And then I want to go for High Kick here. Let's go for... This could hit. And then we will go for an Execute here. Okay, Discipline just to win, and then Ferocious Guard to block there. This could be good. Apparently not. Darkness. Ow. Ugh. Okay. Wow. Should we have just let Darkness hit us? Apparently, because that was freaking terrible. Wow, we should have just tanked Darkness. Okay. Wow, that was stupid. Let's just try this fight again. Oh my. Ha. Interesting. So, we can redirect with our own base if we have something that doesn't actually do that much damage. Which at the moment we don't. Huh. Okay. So... that's how this fight's gonna be, huh? We're literally gonna have to, block with our own base. But as long as it gets the job done, I suppose. This really is gonna suck. Okay, apparently his stats being down means absolutely nothing. Okay, apparently, I don't know what that even means. Let's see. Disarmed decreases the power of defensive die by 20. That didn't look like it was decreased by 20. Let's see. Decrease it by 20, okay. So, 22 to 22, decreased by 20. That should be 2, right? Pretty easy clash. Nope, it's still 22, because apparently I'm just not very smart. Hey, guess we're dead now because, hey, I guess I just don't know what I'm doing. Oh, it doesn't count because it's a clashing die. Oh, because that makes all the difference. See? Wait, no, now it does count. Oh, it's because of a stupid darkness buff. Oh, that's what it is. He ignores debuffs while darkness is going. Oh my god. Next phase. Well, we only lost one person, but at the same time, we lost one person. Depends on the person. Right now, we have that beast to handle. Wonderful. So what are you even supposed to do for this phase? So, in punishment mode, the number of speed die increases to 5 for 1C. So, basically, I think we're supposed to go for his guys first. That seems like the most logical choice right now, at least. So, just try and do as much damage to them as we possibly can. I guess that's the play. I don't know that for certain, but I mean, it seems right. And we're also charging up for disposal, which is going to be super nice. See what we can do, shall we? Oh, he won the clash. Wow, that sucks. She has a lot of endurance now, though. Just try and take them out. They're gaining a lot of stats, to say an understatement. Okay, so he's dead. Man. Jeez, the amount of strength. It's a good thing they're not going for very many attacks, or else we would be in some trouble. Aha! So we need to do damage to him, but we need the other birds to be down first, presumably. So going for Shockwave is a bad idea, because it gives them all strength. Okay, here we go. Boom! 16, even with him taking almost no damage. Ugh.
What's the matter, little bird? Feeling a little bit unwell.
Okay. Staggered, I'll take that. And just in time, too, because we are about to have him go on the aggressive. Okay, takes a little bit of fairy damage. You love to see it. So only one is actually in the mix. So, gains plus 50 when clashing against offensive die. So, don't clash. Right? Seemingly. So, yeah, just don't clash. I mean, we're gonna take a lot of damage. It's all blunt. And she's not... Yeah, if it was slash, then what if we went for that, and then we went for this, and then we try to block with something. Let's see. Because if we can just not take the damage... Okay. And then this one is still going through. So, yeah, just take the damage, I guess? Seems to be our only real option here. And then you can try and finish off some of these bad boys. Okay, let's see what we can do. And... wow, so many low rolls. Okay, that gets rid of a speed die. So close! So close to staggering! We might still stagger, however, a little scary. Punishment! Punishment!
Got him.
Well then, let's do a little bit of damage, shall we? Oh, if there was ever a turn to have disposal, this would have been it. Oh, you're so lucky. Ooh, you know what? Let's combat start. Okay, I was gonna say, how about we just... You know what? We're just gonna save up. I'm gonna go for double degraded fairy just to get a little bit of our stats back. And then, is this next turn? Yeah, deal extra damage, okay. And then I want to ready up, leap, and graze the grass. You know what? We'll go for a high kick and a bulky. That way we're guaranteed to do this. Okay. We're basically preparing for the phase that I technically didn't do. Oh man, disposal would have been fantastic.
Small bird decided to punish the creature's wrongdoings with its beak.
10? Takes no... No! Takes no damage from bleed, burn, or fairy. Well, there goes that cheese. Mark of Sin. At the start of battle, gain 10 Marks of Sin. On hit, transfer a stack. All dice gain power equal to the amount of Marks of Sin the target has. Weak to Pierce. Starting with Scene 1, all characters gain 1 Mark of Sin. If the character has 5, use Judgment. If they have 3+, use Ceaseless Judgment. After using Judgment or Ceaseless. So he has to use some form of Judgment 4 times. And he's going to transfer stuff to us. Ah, crap. Is there any way we can potentially stagger him early? Inflict Fragile. We could Degraded Chain. Wait, he's going here? He's trying to kill Bina. So we need to try and prevent that. Considering the, the other cheese won't work. Oh, this is probably a bad idea. But I basically am just trying to slam him down ASAP. That's probably going to be a mistake, but, I mean, what other choice do we have? Elongated fights against this guy just don't work. Let's see what we can do. I'm nervous, but there's nothing else we can do. And he doesn't take any damage from Fairy either. I don't think we're gonna get him under 50%. Ow. Hup. Ha! Dang. Well, the attempt was there. I think we're all dead now, though. Judgment. If they have 5 or more, kill them. Interesting. That's his only one. If that's his only one, then... Okay, let's see what we can do. Bina's not dead. Unless she just goes first. But she's not actually... There we go. Yeah, she doesn't die to it, though. Oh, we staggered. Oh. So close. Oh, he has 2! Oh, he has 1 stagger left. And we're dead. If they have 3+, kill them. His is a mass. It's 2 mass summonations. Maybe we can make something happen. Maybe it's not over. That was, too close, one could say. Under lock and key. To keep the forest peace, Longbird weighed the sins of those who entered the forest, for Longbird's scale was just and fair. Then, in the middle of all the chaotic cry, someone shouted, "It's the beast! A big, scary monster that lives within the Black Forest." Oh, and we don't even get people to revive, either. When you reach the end, there will be no such thing as fear. Oh, good. We don't even get revives. Great. Weak to... What is that? Yeah, weak to slash. It just looks kind of funky. The monster in the Black Forest uses 3 out of 8 possible patterns over 3 scenes. The 3 birds. Every 2 scenes, switch the active egg effect for Apocalypse Bird. The Apocalypse Bird cycles. Big eyes, small beak, long arms, repeat. Roland's resistances change depending on the currently active egg. If staggered while the Apocalypse... Wait. If staggered while the Apocalypse Bird's egg is active, the character will lose HP. And the current active... Wait, what? Recover stagger, purge all ailments, gain 2 strength and endurance. I'm sorry. The current active egg effect will permanently expire. There's 4 eggs? Or is it just saying while he has an egg effect? Bird. Big eyes, small beak, long arms. Unaffected by power related. Okay. Surveillance. Targets 2. Targets are horrified next scene. With the most heavy guilt? Brilliant eyes. Target loses 1 light. Inflict bind paralysis. If the target is defeated by this, replay it. Slam down. Okay, that's fairly weak. Recover HP, gain 1 strength. Interesting. So... You're weak to slash, are you? This is gonna be a crappy turn no matter what we do. Ouch. Okay, brilliant eyes. Ouch! Okay, we block it. Okay, Bina almost got staggered from that. Oh boy. Ah, we're good. We're alright. Jeez, he has so much health. Here I was thinking that freaking White Knight had a lot of health. Ow. He's almost staggered, for what it's worth. So he swapped to another egg. Or no. Big eyes. No, he didn't swap. Peace for all. 1818. Protect the Black Forest. Oh my god. How in the world? 1818? We literally can't stop that. Well, we do block it with 2 people. However, we are staggered with 2 more. As long as it doesn't kill, it won't recast. Ouch. Ah, no, she's not dead. But, wow, no, she's dead. Yeah, with the amount of mass attacks he's doing, she's dead. Dang it. Well, Marcos might be able to stop it, actually. You can stop her from dying this turn. So much damage is being done, though. Cost of 2 random pages in the... Come on! I don't... So we have 0 energy right now? Receive heavy guilt next scene. Okay. Can't really do a whole lot. Ouch. Dead. Oh boy. Jeez. Jeez! And he just keeps doing it? Really? He just keeps spamming it on repeat? He's doing it twice? Wow, we're just dead. Okay, fine. Fair enough. I guess we're just literally dead then. Wow. Okay. Fine, if he just gets to do it twice, I guess we just get to die. We cannot block at all. Literally impossible. We cannot block at all. We can block 1. But then what? Like, yeah, whoop-de-doo, we blocked 1 of them. What about the other 3? Confrontation, because I don't see very many other options right now. And he's weak to blunt at the moment. So, just see what we can do. Okay, we blocked 1. What about the other 2? Didn't block that one. Bina's dead. There goes our fairy. Huh. And let me guess. Tilted scale. So double tilted scale. We're just dead. There's literally nothing we can do. I mean, what clash do we win here? Which one can we possibly win? Maybe we win this one? But then we're still dead to the other 17 things doing damage to us. And we got staggered anyway. We didn't win any of the clashes. Wonderful. Unless Sambor can go through 1,300 health. Oh, never mind. He has literally no energy. What is he supposed to do? Nice. Excellent. Wonderful. I mean, the fact he won 2 clashes with that is actually kind of impressive. But, yeah, no, this isn't happening. Alright, he continues to impress me with the things he actually is winning. However, I still don't believe he's getting through that much health on his own. Literally impossible. I mean, he surprised me, unaffected by power related. Yeah, that's the icing on the cake. Now we're just dead. He does block it. Nice. Okay, blocks 1. Does he block another? No. Not staggered yet. Oh, now we are. Bye. And fight's over. Okay. This episode's gonna be way too long if we keep going at it. I'll try it one more time, and then we're just gonna end the episode here. So, wonderful. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but oh yay, a fight that's more tedious than White Knight. Wow, that's a impressive mark. You somehow made a fight that is more tedious and grindy than White Knight. Applaud yourselves, because you really have to be some form of sadist to do that. Okay. So I'm gonna be honest. I have been trying to do this over a while, a very long time. Probably close to 100 attempts at this point, because I gotta be honest, I haven't really kept track. And while the tenting was going on, guess what? I was practicing this fight over and over and over. So here's what I boiled down from this fight. I'm just going to give my final thoughts on this fight, and then we are going to magically be done with it. If you lose anybody at Phase 1, restart. If you lose anybody at Phase 2, restart. If you lose anybody at Phase 3, restart. If you have a bad turn 1 with Apocalypse, restart. This is not fun. This fight is... How do I explain it? It's not difficult. It is grindy, annoying, and extremely RNG dependent. This fight has nothing to do with skill, and even if it does, I am skill capped at 2 eggs. So, this fight is, all in all, not worth my time. I have spent multiple days on this, and if we want the series to keep going, I just want to be done with this fight. Multiple of you guys have told me, hey, if you just want to skip this fight, go ahead. So, I'm going to cash in on that. So, we're going to skip this fight. I feel like I have the strategy down. It's literally just RNG it until you get to Apocalypse Bird. And once there, Yukari is amazing at Phase 1. Marcos and Sombor are really good with Paralysis. Bina falls off extremely hard in this fight, even with her having the 4 trigrams. Bina is just practically worthless in this fight. She's decent at Phase 1 against Big Bird because she has a bunch of slash. However, she just falls off extremely hard for the final 2 eggs. Mark is really good. Smoke is pretty good. However, it's just, at the end of the day, this is just too RNG dependent for me. Maybe we'll come back and try it again in the future, but this officially is as far as I've ever gotten in this fight, so it's over.
The bird began to prowl the forest, but there was nothing. There was no creatures, no sun and moon, and no beast.
We'll come back to it eventually, but after spending literal days trying to beat him legit, I'm sorry, I have to move on. Some of you told me that we can still get, the true endings and stuff without it, but I'm sorry, I don't want to spend any more time on it. I'm sure you guys can understand. If you've done the fight yourself, you probably understand. But I also understand if you're upset with me. But hey, I don't know. I throw in the towel, unfortunately.
Because I know that on the day of my final agony, you'll be there, lying in my sheets, oh sorrow, so that you might once again attempt to enter my heart. I'm scared. I'm afraid of what decision I might make in the end. I don't know how great that guy you've been watching was, but I'm just a nobody. I'm nothing more than a speck of rust on the gears of this world. I was just one of the many foul people partaking in this vile world. That's why I'm so afraid.
The city as it is, humans as they are, and us as we are. Observe simply what your eyes can see, without imputing any external values to it.
I've turned away from lots of things, saying that's that and this is this. We ran from reality, and my wife and I got what's coming to us. It's ultimately no one's fault that things went south. I guess I'm partly responsible for it too. I'm paying my price for remaining a bystander in this city.
Perhaps you are right.
But even if I didn't look away, could I have stopped this massive cycle alone?
Everything shall repeat. We managed to break the cycle one time, yet us librarians are now going through another repetition. What truly matters, however, is that the cycle did break at least once.
Breaking it once.
That is all I have to tell you. You may visit me for tea occasionally. Let us have trivial chit-chats from time to time.
Nice. Take no damage from status, enchant, and small beak.
The beast, guardians of the forest in peace.
Yay.
Lamp. Justicia, beak, twilight, and apocalypse.
Hooray. Okay. So, nothing really changed as far as builds go, so I'm just going to show you the characters that we used in this episode. And that is going to do it for this episode of the Library of Ruina. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm not exactly pleased with cheating our way to victory, but at the same time, I'd like to move on. And I'd like for this stupid fight to just be over and done with, which it now is. All in all, I don't like resorting to cheating. Part of the reason why I even did is because some of you guys were very supportive about, like, Shadow, if you want to just totally skip over this fight, we understand. So that's part of the reason why I've decided to just skip it, but all in all, ending on a little bit of a sour note, but in the next one, we have a lot of things we need to do. For example, we have 3 events, and we also have the unwanted guests. All in all, though, we seemingly are just about done. 59 out of 60. And I assume after we beat the uninvited guests, we will be max impuritas civitas. Also, there's a couple other outfits that I've outfitted some people with. Be sure and let me know if you would like to keep said outfits, or if you'd rather just use something normal. And of course, Cozy, the true and longest standing acolyte of the Blue Star, is now one with the Blue Star. So, all in all, I kind of figured all of this would just sort of work out. Yeah. At the start of the next one, I can guarantee you that the tone will be significantly higher, but for now, we need to prepare ourselves for what very well may be the final episode in the next one. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for putting up with my shenanigans, and thank you guys for waiting, even though the break happened. And in the next one, we get to see some uninvited guests. Bye.